to be their next head coach.
Shocker.
He was in Michigan for 12 years
Crazy.
and led them to 2 runs to the national championship game in 2013, 2018, made them a powerhouse. And in Cleveland, at least this year without LeBron, they went 19-63. Now they are one of the 3 teams with the best chance of landing the number 1 pick in the ping pong ball lottery tomorrow.
Are they? So it goes
Cavs, Knicks, and
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes. 14%.
I think Knicks can, if the Knicks could drop to 5, but it's like a really low number. Listen,
this ping pong ball lottery has huge implications.
I have no problem saying I want New York to get 1 and Phoenix to get 2, because I want John Morant would make Phoenix immediately captivating with all their pieces.
Right.
And let's face it, NBA is better if New York's interesting and Zion's interesting. The Knicks would be more interesting.
I have no problem saying that I want Zion in New York. Everyone wants Zion in New York. Nobody wants Zion to go to Phoenix. And it's not on Monty Williams. Sarver still owns the team, so I don't have any faith that anything has changed there, because as long as he's still the owner of the team, there's no change in the dysfunction there. And I don't want to see Cleveland with Zion either.
Yeah,
and
I'm done.
It's not about John. It's enough with the Cavs. Like, it's not about.
Are the Lakers? Do you have the odds in front of you?
I don't know. The Lakers do not have great odds, though.
All right.
I don't have it in front of me at all. 2%. I think it's 2%
To win the whole thing.
Yes.
First of all, you know, if the Knicks, who are tied for having the best chance to win, you and I should wear tinfoil hats Wednesday on the show, because everybody will think it's a conspiracy theory.
I want it to be a conspiracy. if there are conspiracy people out there that can make this happen, please do it for all of us.
Folks, you watch the TV. I'm pointing the wrong way. That person over there.
Me, this one.
You believe in conspiracies.
I do, but I hope that this is a conspiracy and it actually does happen. I mean, it's just enough. Like, we need Zion there.
Yes.
Cleveland's, like, Beeline's going to have a lot of adjusting from college. Great college coach, but it's going to be a big adjustment in his first year from that to the NBA.
I don't know how it works out.
And yeah, I want to see Zion in New York. All right, so Toronto's blockbuster trade for a 1-year rental of Kawhi Leonard worked out pretty well. His buzzer beater over Embiid beat the Sixers 92-90. We've been showing it all day. I've been basking in my glorious rightness about it.
Yeah.
Kawhi became just the 2nd player in the last 20 years to clinch a series with a buzzer beater, and he vindicated the Raptors. Remember, Vince Carter missed a buzzer beater back in 2001 in Game 7 against the Sixers.
Oh, God, I remember this.
Right?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Doink.
You think it's weird? Game of Thrones and the Raptors won on Sunday, so dinosaurs and sorcerers and wizards all kind of came together yesterday for people that like that stuff.
Game of Thrones has been winning.
Yeah. Is there dinosaurs in Game of Thrones?
There's no dinosaurs.
There's not.
There's dragons, unless you believe that.
Well, dragon, dinosaur, fairly similar. They're like neighbors, aren't they? Kind of.
They're like cousins. Finally, sticking with that game, just like that, the Sixers season is over. I think we're done talking about the process. Joel Embiid played through a laundry list of injuries and was overcome with emotion after the game. He cried on the court. He cried in the tunnel with his girlfriend. He cried in the locker room. And he also should be crying about his teammates' performance in their last 4 games whenever he came out for a breather, because in the last 4 games, this is the amount of time he's been out and how much they've been outscored by while he was on the bench. So basically, with Embiid off the floor, they were outscored by 84 points.
That's not great.
No.
Neither is his back.
Well, look, Embiid, he does make you worry with the injuries. You can no longer question his commitment, though. No. I always felt like he was legitimately sick. I'm always in a conundrum there, because I feel like if you're going to be on the court, then you're on the court. Yeah. And you're held to the same standard that you are when you're healthy as when you're sick if you're on the court.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole thing. Everybody was saying, like, Shaq went on the air and said, you can't be sick. Time out. People get sick. Like, that's just a part of life. And you can't, everybody goes back, oh, Michael Jordan. A lot of guys have had bad playoff games. Don't be shocked if a lot of them didn't announce it, but they were sick. You have a right to get sick.
People get sick. You have a right to get sick. I think what they were more pointing to is, if you're going to be sick, you want to do your best to not be like, oh.
Yeah, and weight everybody down with your lethargy.
Which, obviously he was very, very sick.
Yeah.
But again, if you're on the court, you've got to play to the best of your abilities, and you're held to the same standard that you're held to when you're not sick, and especially in the playoffs. Now, during the regular season, sure, take a few days off. But this is the playoffs. This is what you play for. So, it's nice to see some emotion from guys. I know some people are going to crush him for crying on the court or whatever. But, I mean, when you lose like that, it sticks with you.
Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The HERDLINE.
By the way,
news.
here's a story. I just got to touch on this for a couple of minutes. So here's the story from Yahoo Sports. Phil Jackson and Kurt Rambis heavily involved in the hiring of Frank Vogel and Jason Kidd. How do I know that? Why is that out? Well, why is that a story? Why is everything with the Lakers leak? Why does that have to be announced? Do you want that announced? Who's leaking all this stuff? I've said this. You see these tech companies in Silicon Valley. They'll create new products. It'll take 2 years. Apple will be working on a new phone. Nothing will leak. 2 years. It's going to revolutionize tech. Everybody in the world in Silicon Valley would love to get the leak and leak it before it hits the market to hurt Apple. It doesn't leak. The Lakers, you can't go to the bathroom in that franchise. It's not in the LA Times an hour later. I don't have to be in this current White House to know there's chaos because there's a leak every other day. I don't have to be in a company to know if everything gets out constantly, there's chaos. How do all these stories with the Lakers, everything makes the press? Frank Vogel gets the job. That's all I should know. It should not be out there that Phil and Kurt Rambis, really, that's the biggest sign. There's always a couple of signs there's chaos in a company. Leaks, in my lifetime, you go to White Houses. The best White Houses, not a lot of leaks. Chaos in a White House, a lot of leaks. And I'm not talking just the current White House. My life, that's the Nixon's White House. It had leaks. It's just, why is that story out? Sign Frank Vogel, that's it. I never see leaks from, the Patriots, 18 years. I don't see leaks. I don't see leaks at Alabama. I don't see leaks at UConn women's basketball. I don't see, where I see leaks? United States men's national team in soccer. Every time there's a big controversy, there's multiple leaks out of that. That means the air's it's not tight. It's not buttoned down. Good Lord. All right, coming up next, Houston's gone. Many of you are happy because the Rockets are one of the 10 most annoying things we can ever recall in sports. That's coming up. Nothing compares to Butcher Box when it comes to getting the best high-quality protein conveniently delivered right to your door. Butcher Box delivers 100% grass-fed beef, free organic chicken, heritage breed pork delivered to your door for free. That's why you can get a month's worth of their protein for less than $6 a meal. Committed to raising animals humanely, they only work closely with the best farms. It's an ethical process. Organic chicken, wild-caught sockeye salmon from Bristol Bay, Alaska, grass-fed beef. It's affordable, it's $6 a meal, and it's free shipping. And right now they add the ultimate barbecue bundle, $20 off your first box. If you sign up at butcherbox.com/herd, 2 New York strip steaks, baby back ribs, 2 ground beef pounds, all at butcherbox.com/HERD.